Yo, what's up? Welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you some updated tips and tricks. Definitely make sure to leave a like and you subscribe. Every now and again I do give away game passes too, so definitely subscribe, all right? You won't regret it, I promise. Now obviously in prospecting they recently added a volcanic expansion update, so obviously that's pretty sick. Now for my first tip, now I don't think some of you may not even know about this, by the way. And I didn't know about it for a while when the update first dropped. But basically, if you head over to the Caldora Island, I believe it's called, basically where this little village is next to the volcano, and head over on this bridge, and you can see it right there. There's a little shed right there, or a little shack, or whatever you want to call that little building. And it has the best potions in the game. So yeah, look, it has a Supreme Luck Potion, which is kind of expensive, I won't lie. That's 150 shards for 20 minutes, but it does give you plus 50 luck, which is kind of insane, I can't lie. Also, you get a volcanic strength potion, and you also get a volcanic luck potion. I guess I'll just buy all of these because why not? So as you can see, I mean, to be honest, the $1 million ones, you know, it's not really much of a problem for me because I've got 28 billion, but this one is really expensive. But it's definitely worth it though, because plus 50 luck is no joke. Oh yeah, another thing I want to quickly mention just before I forget. If you didn't know, they also added a new quest, which is kind of hidden away a little bit. But if you go to the Fortune River, which is right over here, there is a guy with a quest. Now you can see the green question mark, so I guess it isn't that hidden, but I mean, I didn't know about it until like an hour or so after the update. But yeah, there's this guy here called Vagrant or something, or Vagrant. And he has a quest for you. He says, get the gold and hold it out. But the thing is, you actually need a 1.5 kg gold for this, like in weight. So I think I actually have one somewhere. Okay, well, I've actually got a 2.5 kg one right here. That will do. Bro, whoa, look how big this piece of gold is. What the same size as my head. That is insane. Okay, let's give it to this guy. Let's see what we get. Oh, nice. I got to level 29. Quest charity work completed. Beautiful. And I think I got some like shards or something. Oh, he's asking for another quest. So yeah, make sure you get this guy's quest done. And now he's asking for a 3 kg one. Do I have that? I doubt it. Okay, I don't have a 3 kg one. I'll have to grind for that at some other point. Also, in the new update, they actually added some new stuff to the crafting. So I strongly recommend that you quickly check this out. They added the fossilized crown, which it is $100 million, and it also requires the dinosaur skull, which I'll show you the location for that, by the way, just in case you don't know. It also involves the volcanic core. Now, obviously, these two are the hardest ones to get. I think the Cinnabar and the Dragon Bone isn't that difficult. Also, there is a new item called the Solar Ring. Now, you need a Vortessence, a Fire Opal, a Volcanic Core, and a Pyroinium or something, however you pronounce that. So yeah, 2 new craftable items. Very nice. Solar Ring and the Fossilized Crown. Now, yeah, while I'm at it, let me show you where this dinosaur skull is. Because if you didn't know, in the most recent update, if you go to your collection, scroll down, go to the Infernal Heart. There's actually a new rarity. Oh, wait, look, by the way, I can collect that. Nice. Let me click that real quick. Which, by the way, that looks so weird, this volcanic core. Look at that thing. Very strange looking item. But if you go and click on this item down here, which obviously this is the dinosaur skull. I haven't actually got this myself. Now, it's really rare. And you'll notice the rarity is actually exotic. So this is the first time in the game we've ever seen a higher rarity than mythic. So potentially in the game, we're going to get way more exotics, which is kind of a nightmare because it took me so long to get the mythics. So the fact that they're adding a new rarity called exotic does make me a little bit nervous, I won't lie. But we'll get it done because obviously the mythics was so difficult to get. But I suppose, to be fair, as time advances, you know, as we play the game, we're all getting like really insane luck, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get, I suppose. But yeah, for the dinosaur skull, basically you want to head to the magma furnace because there is actually a new secret door, and essentially this door only opens for half an hour, but it does open every hour though. So basically you'll have like half an hour of it being there and then half an hour of it being closed, and then, you know, open, closed, basically every half an hour. So I believe it is 15 minutes past the hour mark. So let's say like 8:15, it'll be open, 9:15, 10:15. That's how you know whenever this, you know, the Infernal Heart is going to be open. So yeah, if you ever see it open and you can't be bothered to come here or whatever, you know, you don't need to, because like I said, it's literally open every single hour anyway. But one thing about this room is this is the only place inside here where you can get that dinosaur skull. Like if you look in the collection, you can't even get the dinosaur skull in the magma furnace. So if you're digging in here, you can't get it. you have to get it inside that little room where the infernal heart is. So do keep that in mind if you're trying to get the fossilized crown, which is what I'm working towards right now, actually. Oh yeah, by the way, obviously in this new update too, they released the fossilized pan and they also released the fossilized shovel. Now, I did already make a video based on that called The Full Guide for the New Update in Prospecting. So if you want to check that out after this one, strongly recommend you do, because to be honest, there's quite a lot of steps you need to do in order to get this pan and shovel. And also let me know in the comments if you have this pan and shovel, because it's not the easiest to get. There is a lot of stuff you need to do, I can't lie. And also, not only that, is it costs billions as well. Like the pan and shovel cost $1 billion each. And then the sluice as well, I think it's like 800 mil. So it's definitely not cheap. Now, I'm going to be talking about more sort of generic tips and tricks now. Obviously, that's kind of all the new stuff. I wanted to get that in the front of the video because obviously, you know, it's an updated sort of tips and tricks. So wanted to talk about all the new stuff from the update first. Now, talking about the potions again, if you didn't know, obviously we've got those new potions on the Kendora Island, but one thing really good about the potions is they actually all stack together. So never just buy one specific potion. Make sure you buy all of the potions. So for example, like this Greater Luck potion, don't just be buying this one. Buy the basic as well. So definitely be spamming these like this. Because look, this potion here, this is 10 luck. And then the basic is 5 luck. So if you combine them together, you actually get 15 extra luck. So always make sure that you remember to do that. Obviously, combine all of those potions together. So buy all four of these. And obviously, the potion shop at the Kendora Island, which is that little shed I showed earlier. Buy all the potions in there as well. Obviously, when you're about to go farm and dig and stuff. Another thing I want to quickly mention too is obviously if you're trying to increase your luck as well, definitely make sure that you consider getting yourself some luck totems right here and also your strength totem, because obviously this is also going to massively help you out as well. This luck totem actually doubles your luck, and obviously 2 times strength is going to massively help you out. Also, don't neglect this potion here called the Merchant's Potion. This will give you 100% sell boost. So yeah, basically if you want to be absolutely stacked, buy every single alchemist potion from this shop and the shop in Kendora Island. Buy the luck totem, strength totem, cell boost, and wait for a meteor as well. Like if you've got all of that on with a meteor, which by the way, you can spawn them in with Robux if you want, or just wait for one to spawn in naturally. Which by the way, if you are going to be buying Robux to buy game passes and meteors, please consider using my star code, VIEW, V-I-E-W, click add. And yeah, thank you to anybody that uses my code. You're an absolute legend. But yeah, to be honest, I recommend just waiting for a meteor. They spawn decently often. You don't really need to waste your Robux, to be fair. I mean, unless you're like really impatient. Oh yeah, another thing I want to mention. Obviously, you know, I mentioned the new stuff you can craft, but make sure that you're working your way up the tiers on all of these items. Obviously, you know, I guess end game is these like mythic items down here. But obviously, you know, when you're first starting out, you might not be able to craft those instantly. So just start with these like weaker ones and just slowly work your way up. Because these items are really OP. Like, I mean, you get additional luck and size boost and cell boost. Like this one here, this is dig strength and shake strength. I mean, it's pretty crazy, some of this stuff. And also one thing to keep in mind, obviously with your equipment, you can actually have, well, you can have like 8 rings. Well, actually, I think that's if you buy the game pass. I think you actually get 6 of them like free to play. Well, I think they cost shards or something, but that's technically still free to play. But then I think the 2 extra slots is going to cost you Robux. So you get 6 free-to-play slots on the rings, 2 extra if you pay to win. You can only apply 1 necklace and 1 charm at a time. So do keep that in mind. Make sure, obviously, you've got your best ones on. Also, if you do craft an item that you're not particularly a fan of, or fan of the stats, I mean, you can always go to this blacksmith guy and you can actually reforge the item. So yeah, you can like basically respin the stats kind of. Oh yeah, and another good tip as well, by the way, when you're crafting is always make sure that you're using the heaviest items you've got, or well, the heaviest ores, I mean, because the weight does actually put in a factor with the stars. So you see the stars up here, like you'll notice like most of this stuff is 5 stars, but I made a mistake when crafting my phoenix wings. See how it says only 2 stars at the top there? That's not very good. It's because I used like low weight items. Even though it has a very high percentage, the stars is really bad. So yeah, don't make that mistake. Obviously, if you're crafting something like crazy, like let's go to the Phoenix wings. You know, you don't need like a really high weighted, like let's say like a 2 kg flare bloom or something. You know what I mean? Like it can be a 0.4 flare bloom in this scenario. But I would just recommend for your cinnabars and your fire opals, I recommend that the weights of these are like decently high. You know what I mean? Like balances it out basically. Oh yeah, another quick tip I want to mention is definitely make sure you unlock your waypoints, by the way, because these things are literally life-saving. I'm not gonna lie. Or if you're running around the map, you've got to stop, all right? Please. That's painful, all right? Luckily, in like update 3 or update 2, I can't remember what update it was actually, but they added this and it was so good. Pretty much, if you don't know this, you can just fast travel around the map. Like, look at this. There's no cooldown or anything. You can just spam it, which is mental. You can literally travel anywhere you want. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, you can even go directly inside the volcano. Look at this. So go ahead around the map and collect all the waypoints. I'll quickly show you. So this one's inside the cave. This one's obviously in the volcano. This one's at spawn. Make sure you pause the video if you're trying to follow this, by the way, because I'm going to go quick. Pandora Island, obviously. This one right here. Sunset Beach right next to the lighthouse. Fortune River Delta. This one's kind of tricky. It's right at the back of the Fortune River Delta. Like, there's the lighthouse over here. It's just on those little islands. And I think I showed them all. Oh, wait, no. Windswept Beach. I don't think I showed this one. This one right here as well. I think they're free as well, by the way. So you can literally just click E on them and, yeah, unlock the waypoints. Because, like I said, it's like literally the best thing ever. Instead of running around the map. Because, you know, in like most games, they have like some sort of like vehicle or something. You know, like Dig, for example, if you ever played that game. Basically, they had like cars. But in this game, you can just teleport around the map, which is honestly even better. So instead of wasting your time driving or moving around the map, you can just teleport. It's so good. Oh, yeah. By the way, I want to quickly mention this as well. So, oh, yeah, it's gone nighttime, by the way, so it might be a bit dark. But basically, I've actually seen people do this in public servers, and it kind of makes me cringe a bit, I won't lie. If you're placing a totem, make sure you place it near the water. All right. I mean, I'm not going to waste one right here because obviously I don't want to, you know, don't want to waste a totem. But basically, when you place a totem down, it will have a circle. Now, I've seen people where they like place them down like over here. So pretty much the circle is out of range of the water. So don't do that because obviously if you're going to place like a strength and a luck totem down, you want it to be effective in the water and also on the land. So whenever you're digging on land, you get the strength and the luck totems, you know, effects. But also when you're in the water, you get in the strength and the luck totem effects as well. You know, don't make that mistake where you're placing your totems up here. You know what I mean? Like, that is not good. I just thought I'd mention that because I did see someone in a public server doing that. Now, yeah, I did mention the new quest from that guy over there, but definitely make sure you're doing quests because some of them, they do give you like permanent boosts and stuff, like this ancient blessing. Also, this lighthouse blessing as well. This trader's recommendation. That's a 20% sell boost, which is actually the trader right over there. He's like next to that truck at Rubble Creek, which is spawn. Definitely make sure you're doing all the NPCs missions because not only do you get tons of shards, tons of XP, tons of money, you also can get like bonuses like permanent boosts and stuff, which is obviously absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, another thing. I actually almost forgot to mention this is you can enchant your pan if you didn't know. Now, a lot of people ask actually, like, why can't you enchant your shovel? And to be honest, I don't really know. Maybe that's something they'll add in the future. I'm not entirely sure. You can only enchant your pan, though. Basically, the way you do it is you need to go over to this, you know, this guy over here. It's pretty obvious the spot where this is. It's literally right next to the Fortune River. Now, you need 2 different ores, which let me show you. Well, you don't need both. You either need either one for it to work. So you either need the Aurorite or you need this. You need the Etherite. Is it? Wait, is that how I say that? Etherite or Etherite or something like that? I don't know. Now, there are actually a difference between these 2 ores. Now, this one, I should have mentioned this earlier on in the video, to be honest. I kind of forgot. Basically, this one here, this can give you like really insane secret enchantments. Now, 2 that I'm aware of is called Cosmic Enchant, and the other one is called a Divine Enchantment. They're really, really good. I don't know the stats exactly right now, but if you get either Cosmic or Divine using the Etherite, I think that's how I say that. I don't know. Then do not re-enchant because you're literally getting one of the best in the game. Now, this Aurorite, I know they sound very similar, but they are definitely different. The Aurorite, you get more like basic enchants. You know what I mean? I think you can still get the basic enchants with this Etherite one, but for some reason, this ore gives you the secret chance, which I think they did state in the Discord that to get those divine and cosmetic enchants, the ones that are really, really good, you have to use the Etherite one and not the Aurorite. So do keep that in mind. Obviously, the problem is obviously the Etherite ore is way harder to get than the Aurorite ore. I know this might sound a bit confusing because I'm pretty sure I'm not even saying this ore's name right, but whatever. I'm sure you get what I mean. Oh yeah, by the way, actually this is another thing I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video. I do apologize. Make sure you're using this code. This is the most insane code. I'm sure majority of people would have already redeemed this by now, but this code called fossilized, right, that I believe that's how you spell it, hopefully. Fossilized. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell fossilized. And then yeah, click claim. Pretty good code. You get like a strength boost and stuff for 30 minutes. Yes, there's code already claimed, so I must have spelled it correctly. Also, yeah, keep in mind it's spelled with a Z, not an S there. A lot of people were spelling it with an S. Or to be fair, if you don't want to redeem that code instantly, maybe save it when you're about to grind and about to dig a lot. So obviously it does, the second you click claim, it does start that 30-minute, strength boost. But I wouldn't wait too long because you never know, the code might expire. You know what I mean? That's the only problem. But yeah. If there's anything I missed, please do let me know in the comment section. I've tried to provide a lot of tips and tricks here. Obviously, this is quite a lengthy video, so there's a good chance I might have forgotten a few things. Anything I did forget, please let everybody know in the comments. Appreciate you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Definitely subscribe, by the way. Look, if you made it this far, buddy, you gotta subscribe. Come on. Subscribe today. I promise you won't regret it, and if you do regret it, you can always just unsub. It's literally free, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, hopefully you have a good day. Bye-bye.